I signed up for working with Project Oracle mainly because I didn't have any links in London to find someone to work with and to do evaluation as an evaluation student. It is hard to come up with a project on your own. It really is something that is beneficial to be able to be linked with an organisation. Coming from Australia, I didn't know much about London and I didn't have any links like I did back home. So Oracle was able to come in and provide me with a list of different projects, and I worked with Matt through those to identify what particular projects I'd be interested in. And when I looked at the KELISA website and saw the FACEIT program and that they're trying to reduce violence, and it was cognitive behavioural based sort of work, it sort of fit with all of the things that I'd been studying, which was social science, psychology, and now doing social research and evaluation. So KELISA is running the FACEIT program in London at the moment, and it's a project that's run in schools. Normally quite a small group of about 10 to 12, they go into the school. It's a week-long program, has 10 modules, and it's raising awareness about what violence is, what the different types of, how young people can learn to understand the triggers of violence in themselves, and what are alternative ways to react when they're feeling those sort of things, and about forgiveness and learning how to apologise. So it's really, it's about thoughts, but it's also very based in the behaviours. Simon at KELISA was very, very open to whatever I wanted to do, which was great. In doing a master's, it's important that you're able to design the project and go in there and understand what you want to do and look at it. So it was great for me that way. I proposed to Simon that I would do something a little bit different, in that I wouldn't be doing a traditional evaluation. I'd be looking at their theory of change and helping them develop and understand that so that they could program their evaluations into the future. KELISA was fantastic in letting me get in touch with them, to work with them, to give me information. They were very forthcoming, very upfront, gave me anything I needed when I asked for it. So I feel like KELISA has benefited from the relationship that we had and the work that I've done, in that they now have a succinct way of demonstrating what the program is actually doing. So instead of trying to figure out how they're reducing violence in young people, which is a very difficult task, they're able to say, we're doing X, Y, and Z. If we measure those and we're making changes in those, hopefully that will lead onto what they're trying to do. So I've given them, although it doesn't sound succinct, they do have some succinct visual maps where they can present that to funders, to the schools that they're trying to work with, to the community, those sort of things. So the most surprising expectation, or the most surprising thing about the experience of working with KELISA, was they treated me like I was just a colleague. I wasn't a student in their eyes. When I walked in there, they saw me as someone who was an evaluator, which was really special. It's scary because I was like, I'm still learning, but it was really special that they were able to just treat me like I was a colleague and that I had something of value to give to this actual organisation. And instead of being an internship where you're based in, you're told what you can do, this is something where you can build what you think is the best sort of approach. So it's a real project and it's something that you get to own. So I think that was the unexpected for me. So it was giving me skills that I hadn't had before, but I think it also gave me skills around the workplace and how to be an evaluator in an actual environment where it was foreign to me. I hadn't done that before. So it really gave me the practical skills of, okay, I'm an evaluator now. What is the best approach to this sort of evaluation? So I think that was good. Like any supervisor, my supervisor was sort of there just to support me, to make sure that I was getting things done to a certain extent. I still had the responsibility myself, but also to make sure that I was doing things that were going to help my dissertation as well. I think that was her key focus, was although this is for a different organisation, there's still, I need to meet certain requirements, and I still need to be able to meet my demands. It provided a bit of security and a bit of safety for myself, as opposed to just calling on an organisation and walking in and saying, look, I'm a student, I need to do an evaluation, I see your project, I really want to evaluate it. I wouldn't have any support or security to make sure that the actual organisation was able to deal with me professionally and to make sure that I wasn't being taken advantage of and all of those sort of things, that they were aware of that I was a student, this is the capacity that I can work in, this is how much I can deliver. So Project Oracle was able to give that sort of support to me to make sure that I was going to be working in a relationship that was beneficial for myself and beneficial for the organisation, but was safe and secure for both parties. But the best thing about working on Project Oracle and helping Kalisa was that Project Oracle provided a framework for me to work with Kalisa and to understand, okay, I need to evaluate this organisation. These are the different standards. How can I make sure that I'm aligning with that? So that was really, really great. And it was nice to be able to be linked and, as I said earlier, be safe in a safe environment where everyone understood what their role was, what their responsibility was.